friends, come on in, take your shoes off, have a seat, and consider staying a while by clicking that subscribe button. First want to apologize for the angle and the lighting in here. Obviously first moving in, we don't even have like our bedroom set up, let alone somewhere for me to properly film and have like a nice angle for you. So I just have you sitting on my laptop because I'm going to read an article, and it also is nighttime. It is Saturday night, so it is June 26th that I am filming this, and you guys probably won't see it till Monday. But this is something I didn't think I was going to make a video over. I saw this actually first in other states, and when I first saw it, I was like, okay, this is dumb. Like, it's just more noise. Like, we know the media keeps putting out all these like stories just to keep us distracted and stuff, and I didn't really think anything of it. I was just like, okay, whatever. It's just something. And then I saw that our DNR posted an article about it today. That caught my attention, obviously, with it being in our own state, and I was like, okay, maybe this is something else that we should look into. So I just wanted to read that article for you really quickly. So this says, the Indiana Department of Natural Resources recommend all Hoosiers statewide remove their bird feeders after the agency received reports of sick and dying songbirds from 15 counties. Now, I'm not going to name these 15 counties because we actually are one of them, which is what caught my attention more, but that's quite a lot of it happening. The article goes on to say the agency said Friday it is working with the Indiana Animal Disease Diagnosis Laboratory and the U.S. Geological Survey's National Wildlife Health Center to determine what is killing these birds. The affected songbirds showed neurological signs of illness, as well as eye swelling and crusty discharge. So just looking up neurological, obviously it's having to do with the nerve system. So I just think it's kind of interesting because some of the more severe cases of COVID, especially if you got the jab, have to do with your nervous system. So I'm not trying to link the two. I just think it's kind of interesting. That's what's happening with these birds. But let's read the rest of this article. It's a very short article. Says all bird samples submitted have tested negative for avian influenza. I'm sure I said that wrong. And West Nile virus. The DNR said people should stop feeding birds until the event has concluded, and that they should clean feeders and bird baths with 10% bleach solution. Also recommends people avoid handling birds, but if they do, to wear disposable gloves. Dead birds and gloves should be placed in sealable plastic bags and disposed of with household trash. I can understand if a bird's dead in your yard, picking it up, but I don't know about you, but I'm not going around and like just trying to catch my neighborhood birds. Trying to find another article that I didn't have to do with Indiana. I know that they're saying right now it's upwards of hundreds, so not like a bunch of birds. Let's see what else I could find. This article is by US Today. Hundreds of birds across the eastern United States have been dying from a mysterious illness, and wildlife experts aren't sure what is causing it. In late May, the Washington Post reported birds in the Washington, D.C. area were starting to die. Since then, 6 states, Ohio, Kentucky, Indiana, Maryland, Virginia, and West Virginia, have reported similar instances. It says every state is reporting that birds appear disoriented with bulging eyes. Some of the eyes appear swollen, and even some of the birds' eyes are falling out. That's disturbing. It goes on to say neurological symptoms like not being able to keep their heads up or uncoordinated. They just kind of seem disoriented is what it's saying. At the beginning of this video, when I first saw this a few months ago happening, I was like, it's just like another media trying to like keep us distracted from what they're trying to do in our government right now. And so I didn't think much of it, but obviously it's getting worse because it's spreading. And it could be nothing, you know, like we've had like the bird flu and stuff before. But in light of everything going on, it makes you kind of wonder. I mean, we know the Bill Gates Foundation has really been messing with our air lately, putting random things in, and it's not even been lately. They've been doing that for years. So it makes me kind of wonder, are they putting things in the air that's infecting these birds? Like, is that something that could fall on our gardens that we're trying to grow, or even fall on us when we're outside? It makes you wonder. You know, my husband mentioned that when he worked at Menards in college, they would have a lot of birds die because like they would get into the fertilizer and there's something poisonous in the fertilizer that they were trying out that was new that was killing these birds. So, I mean, that could be another thing. I'm honestly so skeptical of our government right now. It's like, okay, are they putting things in the fertilizer that it's eventually could get into our systems? Or do you guys think that it is just another bird flu? I just think it's kind of weird how this is slowly starting to come out, and we know how COVID got started, supposedly, by animals or whatever in the first place, so, and they keep warning us that another pandemic's coming, and I wholeheartedly think that they aren't going to stop with this one. I think it was just a test run, and we have kind of all suspicioned that there's going to be another one, so it just kind of makes you stop and wonder. I don't really think there isn't any coincidence in our government right now, so I don't know. I would just be careful. I wouldn't obviously, like I said, I don't know who goes out in their yard and just like handles wild birds, but if you do see like wild bird, obviously I would be careful around it. I definitely we're going to be careful with our dogs out in the yard. Be careful if you have small kids or dogs out there. But I'm interested to know, what do you guys think? Do you think this is just some weird animal thing that's not going to affect us, or do you think this is going to turn into something else? Let me know in the comment section down below. I am so sorry for the sound and the lighting. It's probably going to be like that for a while, so just bear with me while we're moving in and possibly having a baby this month. Well, not possibly, we are going to be having a baby in the next 4 weeks. So I just appreciate you hanging in there and being a part of the family, and always just giving me the best advice and sharing your knowledge. I think, like I say this a lot, but the best thing we can do as a prepper is kind of create a knowledge chain and pass on what we're seeing. That way we can all be better prepared. So make sure you give this video a big thumbs up. It's free. It only takes a second and it really helps my channel out. And I will catch you all in the next one. Bye.